Well, good morning. My name's Jeff Cordwell. I'm an ACCA APM specialist tutor. And I've just finished marking some questions from my students. And they were good attempts. I'm very impressed, actually. But it occurred to me that this question is interesting, which is, can you be right but not score very well? And in the question S. Berry, which is a past exam question, that's a question on decision tables where you had to do some calculations and then discuss what kind of decision making with uncertainty technique you would have to adopt in that circumstance. So should it be maxi-max, should it be maxi-min, and so forth. And, you know, when you read a question and you read an answer and the answer says something like, well, look, employees will be risk averse, employees therefore should use maxi-min, and therefore employees should choose product blue, product green, whatever product it is. Is that right? And in that question, yes, it's right. Great. But how many marks does it get when they say things like that? So out of the 3 marks available, how many marks can you get when someone just basically gives the conclusions of their thinking rather than their thinking? And that's a big problem in APM. You have to justify what it is that you're saying. You have to provide an explanation almost for the marker of your thinking. Why do you think the employees are risk averse? There was lots of clues in the question to enable you to justify that. But if you don't do that, what is it, a lucky guess? You have to bring the marker with you. And the clues in the question were plentiful. There'd been past projects that had gone wrong and employees had lost their jobs. There was no bonus scheme for the employees, so there was no upside risk at all. There was no upside benefit. So had the projects gone well, the employees don't benefit. And so for the employees only see risk, only see the negative side of risk. And that's all that you had to say, effectively, to change the initial statement into a statement which scores 3 or 4 marks as opposed to 1 or 2 marks. And that's a big difference over the life cycle of an exam, isn't it? Bear in mind, the ACCA APM examiner, in my opinion, is looking for you to be able to justify approaches and therefore use the correct approach more often. So it's not just a case of being right. Yeah, you have to be able to score and you have to be able to justify that you're right. So have a look at S. Berry. It's a really good question to help you improve your technique.